friends, how you doing today? I am doing well. I just came back from a little weekend trip to the Basketball Hall of Fame. I'm not a sports fan in any way, shape, or form, but my son was dying to go to the Basketball Hall of Fame. He wanted to go there, he wanted to eat there, he wanted to hang out there, and he wanted to see what they had there. And I gotta be honest with you, it was nice. It was inspirational. We went to the Kobe Bryant exhibit or whatever and watched the videos, and I gotta tell you, I was a little inspired. It was odd because I wasn't inspired to get up and go grab a basketball and go play basketball. I was inspired to the fact that, if you work hard enough, you can achieve things that you didn't think you can achieve. And that seems to be what the Basketball Hall of Fame was all about. It was all about these guys that spent most of their time hanging at the park and playing and then finally making their dreams come true. But then it always made me wonder about what happened to the other kids, the kids that the dreams didn't come true, the ones that they tried and then they never got that shot, and they were actually probably good enough to be basketball players, but didn't make it. This was my thought process as we were going through the thing. I'm like this is inspirational and really cool and everything. I've seen a lot of people that I've heard of, but it makes me think about the people that you don't hear of. Ones that worked really hard and then just didn't make it. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just a little bit of a downer. Anyway. So while I'm there, I'm also overly concerned about my pickups and my drop-offs and all kinds of other things. And the other thing is that we were at a hotel. So we're at the hotel, and they had a Star Wars marathon, and I am all Star Wars'd out. But they had a Rush Hour Jackie Chan marathon, which made me think that I just opened up a kettle of Jackie Chan mess because I started ordering Jackie Chan stuff. I went on YouTube and I checked the top 10 Jackie Chan things to get. And I am like, okay, well, I got to get this and this and this. And then they got a Jackie Chan Criterion Police Story 1 and Police Story 2. Of course, I had to order that, get that thing coming in. And yeah, so the trip ended up turning into a collection of Jackie Chan stuff. So let me start with my first pickup that I got out there when I was on my little trip there. Let me grab it here. Did I grab it? Is it right here? Yeah. Is it here? Yep. All right. So, of course, the first thing I picked up was the Rush Hour Trilogy. All 3 Jackie Chan movies with Chris Tucker. And the thing that got me is I'm watching these Jackie Chan movies, and I'm like, oh, this guy does his own stunts. So, I mean, some of the stuff that he did was crazy. And the bloopers at the end of these things are awesome. Just to see, him doing his stunt thing, and then mind-blowing. It was absolutely mind-blowing. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I got to get Rush Hour #1 because I have them all on DVD, but I'm upgrading them to Blu-ray because I'm gonna go on it. The only thing I own by Jackie Chan besides that, I think, is the Tuxedo, which is a kids movie that the kids wanted, and My Spy or My Neighbor's a Spy, something like that, which is also the kids wanted. So I don't really have a big Jackie Chan collection because a lot of Jackie Chan stuff is in foreign language and I gotta read the subtitles, and I'm not a big subtitle reading guy. But also while I'm there, okay, so while I'm on this Jackie Chan kick and I'm in the hotel, so I'm in the hotel and meanwhile people are sleeping and I'm in the hotel and I'm like, I'm gonna get me some Jackie Chan. I realized that Bruce Lee had a Criterion collection also that came out. That I own all the Bruce Lee stuff. I own all the Bruce Lee stuff on Scream Factory, Shout Factory, Scream Factory. I own all the Bruce Lee stuff on DVD, but Criterion released a big Bruce Lee extravaganza thing like they did with Godzilla. So of course I had to order that also. So I don't know. I got into this karate kung fu kick this weekend as I'm at a hotel going to Six Flags, which I can't stand because I don't like any rides and I don't like roller coasters. I don't like Six Flags. I just don't like it. I think it's expensive. I just don't like it. Okay, I'm not a ride person. I'm not an amusement park person. I don't like it. So while I'm at Six Flags, I'm thinking Jackie Chan's. I'm thinking, what can I get for my collection? So I did wait to come back, and I did a little research, and Best Buy had this collection, which is actually a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 disc set, because you get the 3 movies on each individual disc, and then you get a bonus disc of special features, but then you get a bonus disc exclusive. Let's see what it says here. Brett and Jackie Look Back at Rush Hour. So you get 5 discs in this set, and if you go to Best Buy and they have it at your local town or wherever you live, $14.99. So I waited, I came back, first stop, Best Buy, $14.99, Rush Hour collection. Now my Jackie Chan collection has begun. So you're gonna see a lot of Jackie Chan showing up here. So I'm in my little trip there, and I'm checking the security cameras, and you know, when the mailman drops the mail, this is how obsessed I am with my mail and my ordering and my collections and everything. When the mailman drops the mail, I get alerted on my phone to check my security cameras because there was a motion sensitive type thing going on, and I have my mail there, and now I got to decide whether or not I want to send somebody to come pick it up, or I want to just let it sit there. So I get my notification, and I get this bad boy in the mail, and this is my next pickup that I want to share with you, or pick up, drop off, whatever you want to call it, what I got in the mail. And I'm going to open it up and show you what I got. All right, first thing is 54, the director's cut. I was waiting for this to come back out. This is actually a re-release, because about 2 or 3 months ago, 3 months ago, I was sitting in my car, and I'm like, I own 54 on DVD. I don't have the director's cut version of it, and I want to see what the director's cut version of 54 is. Now, if you don't know what 54 is, it's all about Studio 54. It's a fictional story about these couples and people and things that they went through as the dancers at Studio 54, and the behind-the-scenes stuff with played by Mike Myers from Wayne's World, and Austin Powers. He's the owner of Studio 54 along with this other guy, and I guess at the time he was, what would you classify as, embezzling money? He was not telling the government that he had this extra money. He used to keep it in the ceilings, and so there was a lot going on at Studio 54, and I really enjoyed this movie back in the day, but I wanted the director's cut. Well, for some reason it was released, special director's cut, had a different cover than this, went out of print, and was going for a lot of money on eBay, and I was waiting, and I was bidding, and I was making offers, and it wasn't getting anything. I always think sometimes there's a reason for everything. There's a reason why I didn't win this thing. There's a reason why I didn't get it right away, and the reason why is because for $12.99 it came out later on, and that's what I paid. $12.99 for this 54 Blu-ray digital copy, which I'll never use a digital copy, and yeah, the director's cut of 54. Okay, what else is in here? I ordered Scream Factory release of Dead Zone. Okay, is it The Dead Zone? Stephen King's The Dead Zone. Okay, why did I order? I saw this years and years ago. I don't remember hardly any. If I remember correctly, Christopher Walken, which Christopher Walken's great anyway, but it was a political type Stephen King movie, if I remember correctly. There was something political about it. And at my age, I was young. Scream Factory is really good for this. So if I look in the back, maybe I'll get the actual date that this thing was released back in the day, 1983. So in 1983, yeah, I wasn't into politics. I was a little kid, didn't even really care about what was going on in the world. But this was a Stephen King political type thing. So I don't know, Scream Factory released it. I'm like, maybe now that I'm older, I'll understand it a little bit better. And of course, Scream Factory gives you a whole bunch of special features. You get the new 2020 scan from the original negative, interviews, you get new audio commentary, memories of the Dead Zone, the look of the Dead Zone, visions of the Dead Zone, the politics of the Dead Zone, and the theatrical trailer. So you get a bunch of stuff on this, and I'm a Stephen King fan, and I'm a Christopher Walken fan, so I'm figuring this is going to be a win, plus it's Scream Factory. So you know that they cleaned it up, and then probably this is the best way I'm going to see it possibly. But I don't know. I'm looking at the cover. I don't know. It's going to be one of those that might shock me. All right, next one that came is a copy of Madonna, Truth or Dare. I have this on DVD. I wanted to upgrade it. You know, and as I'm ordering this thing, I'm looking at the wife. I'm like, you think I'm ever going to watch Madonna, Truth or Dare again? You know, like if you've seen it once, you're probably pretty good with never seen it again. But for some reason, I just felt like I needed this on Blu-ray because it's Madonna, And because it's probably one of her most famous things that she did in her career, you know, Truth or Dare was a big deal back in the day. It was around my era of enjoying Madonna songs and the whole Madonna thing, you know, and so I figured, yeah, add it to the collection there. So Madonna, Truth or Dare. And the last one in this little compartment thing from my Amazon drop-off thing is a steelbook copy of Almost Famous. If you watch my other video, you know I just got Almost Famous on Blu-ray, 4K, whatever this is. Is this 4K or this? Yeah, this is a 4K. So I just ordered the 4K Blu-ray HD triple pack with the regular Paramount type setup there. And I wanted the 4K steelbook because Almost Famous is without a doubt my favorite movie of all time. Not my favorite, like I'll go to like a Willy Wonka, but not my, it's hard to explain, like favorite in that kind of genre. It's like inspirationally favorite movie. Like if I want to be inspired, I put in Almost Famous. I want to feel like I want to write something or I want to create something or whatever, I watch Almost Famous, and it motivates me to create. Okay, this is a motivational type movie if you look at it that way. It's got a lot to do with the you know, a kid that pushed and pushed and pushed to try to become a writer for Rolling Stone, and he was able to achieve that and then become a book writer, a movie writer, or a director, you know, and very inspiring, very inspiring movie, and I absolutely love it. And I had to get this cover with the cool, you know, wow, Kate, wow, I got Goldie Hawn in my head. Wow, that's really bad. Kate Hudson on the cover, okay, of the Blu-ray 4K. I keep saying Blu-ray. It's just a 4K. It's a 4K. I paid a lot of money for just a 4K. And with that said, that's what was sitting on my porch when I got home, and that's what I ordered. And if you're watching my video, please hit that like, hit that subscribe, and you're gonna see some Jackie Chan coming in the mail soon because I'm on the kick. I'm on the Jackie Chan kick. So hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I will see you later.